All right, cool. So I made this just to help me keep pace with the information that they gave me, but they didn't make anything for me. So this is basically what is restorative. So it helps students learn from their mistakes. So like when the kids are in ISS, it's like trying to make sure that they don't go back. And I know that won't reach every kid because some probably need more help than like what you can give. So it's gonna at least help some. And then like if two kids get into a conflict, like helping them rebuild that or rebuild their relationship with their teacher, or like if they stole something or did something to somebody, so like repair that, and then support a successful return to class. So I'll go over all that. What are restorative? So that's just focus on fixing what you did. So we don't want the kids to like feel bad for what they did. You see what I'm saying? So like we want them to admit what they did and like be accountable for what they did, but we're going to be like, oh, you're just so bad. Right. You did this. So and then empathy and responsibility. So teaching them how to accept that they did something wrong, and then to like try to teach like if what upsets you, let's say somebody hit somebody. So let's say that somebody made you upset again, how would you respond differently so you don't end up back in ISS? So why use it in ISS? Restorative practices in ISS. So it helps the students reflect on what they've done. With the younger ones, it may be hard because sometimes you get them and they don't even remember what they've done. But like with the older kids, they can look back and see, hey, I shouldn't have done that, or I shouldn't have hit that guy, or I shouldn't have stolen that. This is where I think our school district struggles the most because they don't want, like if it just ends up like the same kids in ISS every single day for the same thing, they said that we may not have the position anymore. Okay. So like we won't have ISS. You'll have a job. You just might be doing something different. Yeah, so it's like we don't want, because at that point it's not working. Right. Like there's some that are more extreme and probably need more help. But like if the same kids end up in ISS every day for the same thing, then at that point it's not even a consequence. It's just like some may end up wanting it. So we really want ISS to be like a one-time shot. I don't know, you probably had a few twice already, but
yeah, mostly Larry.
yeah, but they probably need.
The fifth graders that I've had, they have come back.
Yeah, they probably need more help. So then too, like with those little ones, like we're counting on you, and I'm gonna help you to like support how to help them control their emotions, and then like to so kind of making you more of a staff member too, instead of just sitting there, because it's gonna be so incredibly boring to sit in there all day, except when you go out for a few times. Yeah. And it's okay. So what it should look like, but I think you already have it looking like that. So calm, predictable environment. Do you need anything else? No. I have those dividers. Did you want to get rid of the circle table and get regular ones?
They're working right now, so it's probably fine.
Okay.
Circles.
Because Ms. Carter has like, she doesn't even have many kids in her class anymore, so we probably take more from her because she knew more than she needed to begin with because what that class was.
Right.
So clear routines and expectations. I think you're already doing that though. I mean, they know when they're getting recess. They know what you expect them to do when they're in there. Adult support with reflective language. So we'll talk about that in a second. So then opportunities to repair and practice skills. So that'd be if you're working with the little one. If somebody cuts you in line, should you hit them? And you could almost even do like a role play. Yeah, like pretend you're in line and your friend cut in front of you. Should you hit them? And then you just give them the opportunity to practice that. And it may you spend like a lot of the time doing this, but that's what they want. So then like a quick check-in. So when somebody comes to ISS, do you always know what they did?
No, not really.
Yeah. So what I want to do is I want to create like a check-in sheet, and it would just be simple. So you can just have a conversation with them, so you know what they did. That'll kind of probably help you figure out what recess and things they should go to. So when they come, I'll make it'll be simple. But you can just document like, hey, this student's at ISS, and just write down what they did. You can just walk them through it. So hey, you did this. Why did you do it? What can we do differently? How can I support you so it doesn't happen again? Something like that. If they're really little, you may just have to have them colored down. You may just have to have them colored down.
Yeah.
And then so with all this restorative stuff, all it really is a conversation, so it doesn't happen again.
Right.
Yeah. So then these are some new things that we need to do. So a re-entry plan and then follow up. And this is the stuff that will take you out of the ISS room. And this is just some sentence starters you can use to talk with the kids. So what happened? How were others affected? How can we fix this? And what can we do differently next time? So these are what the restorative questions are. So it's more instead of why did you hit that kid, it's what happened, even though you'll know a lot of the times.
Right. Yeah.
So it's just have a conversation and make them accept responsibility for what they've done too. You got any questions about any of this?
No.
Okay. So just try to be positive when they come in every time. I think the hardest part about it is the way that the other student, I can't say the names, but the way the student got dropped in there yesterday afternoon is not supposed to happen. Yeah, so that's not supposed to happen. So I have to have a conversation about that. So just make it positive when they come in. If you do get one of my 2 kindergarten friends, you just don't be like, oh my God, not you again.
Yeah.
Even though you probably feel like that on the inside. So then if they're really, really upset when they come in, you don't have to put them straight to work. That's where I want to create those conversation sheets. So you can just do that for the first few minutes. And it's okay if you have a group of kids coming in first. If they can get along, you can do it as a group.
Okay.
So you don't have to do it all. And if they're really small, they may have to just color or draw what they've done.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna have a conversation with them. So I don't know, throughout the day you can have them stop working and just talk about what they've done and what they'll do differently. And don't be afraid to ask how you can support them when they're doing something differently. And then return to class plans. So if it's their last afternoon, let's go ahead and talk about what they can do differently in class so they don't come back to ISS. So, because we have one in 5th grade, they want to spend 3 weeks with you. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's having a really rough time back in class now. So we need to come up with a plan so that they can be set up to be okay when they come back. So then you'll practice it. So all this really is just role playing stuff. And then there's just some things that you can use, and we can make any of these. Is there anything you want to use that maybe I haven't went over, or something that you think I should make? And I'll make it all, or I can make some blank ones and you can edit it however you want.
Because I think we have some stuff in there.
Yeah, we do.
In folders that I put aside, but
Yeah, so really the difference is kind of in what it's been and kind of what they want you to do is they want you to teach them behavior lessons.
Yeah.
But if you want to be a teacher anyway, this will be good practice. And then you can document it too for your classes like I do. So this is just more stuff like that. So what we'll do differently next time is, but it could be anything, just don't point the blame. It could be any sentence starts like that. So this is what I want you to start doing. So when somebody's finished with ISS, I don't know, their time's over. So you get them situated, and then I'm actually gonna come give you a break, or somebody else is. We'll build a time in the morning where you can go check in with the teacher and the student and try to help them get back off on the right track. So if you need to spend 30 minutes in the morning doing that, so this will get you out of the classroom, that room too. So when your friend goes back to class, I can't say the name, but the kindergartner, he went back today.
Right.
So you could have, so in the future you'll go in the room and just make sure he's off to a good start. And I think that'll help. And I think that should help. That should make me not do everything. It kind of makes you more visible within the school too. And hopefully you're helping them. So, and just through all this, always try to make sure that you're positive with them. You got any questions about any of this stuff?
No, always.
Yeah, so,
Pretty straightforward.
yeah, so but the thing is though, we have to do this to keep the position. So we're gonna get a whiteboard, and over the break, I'll go ahead and create like those conversation forms and check-in forms and return to class plans. And so we can start doing them like when we get back. All right, awesome. Thank you.